Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a MidRank Madness game sent to Snipermonkey at the address in the description. It's going to be on Bone Temple, a map that I play on a lot because I like 3v3 matches. Recently reached Masters in 3v3 randoms. I was Diamond 2, then I got to Diamond 1, and then Masters 3, pretty much all in the same night. Just went on a long winning streak. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Anyway, team. Should we do red versus blue? Let's do red versus blue here. But first, Team North, we have the blue Terran player. It is, Fodak, something like that. Got Protoss, who's a red Terran player because heaven forbid his name matches race. And then a blue Terran player. What the heck? Blue Terran player new. Team South over here is a yellow Protoss player, C-Pimpo. We got ourselves a purple Protoss player, Shoutcasts. And then over on this side, we have another Protoss player. It is Hanaru. What on earth is going on right now? We're looking at a 3v3 Terran versus Protoss. You know what? I'm going to keep the colors. I'm going to keep the colors here today. So, excellent. This should be good. Terran, it's Team North. And if it's Protoss, then it's Team South. So this is a good map for Terran and Protoss. Third bases are kind of hot garbage on this map because they're way outside your protective area. They're far away from this ramp that leads up to the safe place. So Zerg players getting a third base, they have a really hard time and they hate it. That's me. But if you're just trying to two base open, which is pretty standard in 3v3, then you have a safe place to expand. Right here, and right here. And then you wall off your front and you're good against Zerglings. However, no Zerglings in this game. So I wonder what we're going to do. Looks like Team North going for a 3 racks opening here from Fodak. Same thing here from New. Are you serious? Are you all doing crazy 3 rack shenanigans? Proto-Zerg is not. He's expanding. But the other two are going for some really, really fast marine openings here. No gas. Well, some gas here from New. So maybe New's going Reapers, and he's going Marines as well. So a ton of Marines gearing up for a really big scary push here against Team Protoss. I don't know what Protoss is going to have at this point. What are we working on here? Really standard, 1 gate expand here from Pimpmo. Hanaru's got himself an expansion coming up after his Cyber Core. Yeah, that timing makes a lot of sense. And he has a Forge. So some cannons would not be amiss here. Shoeblocks going for double gas, Cyber Core down, and no expansion yet. Shoeblocks really needs a Stargate or something at this stage. If you're just sitting here on a 1-gate Cyber Tech and you don't have an expansion or like a Stargate coming up, you're doing it wrong. You need one of those things happening at the moment. 4 racks from Pho here, or Pho. I guess is how you pronounce that if you're talking about the food. The Vietnamese... No. Vietnamese or Thai soup? I don't know whose it is. But either way, pho. That's what they call it. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. He does. Where is it? Oh! Man, that is hard to see on the mini-map. So he's going for the I hate this strategy. I've had it kill my teams so many times. This whole Void Ray, they're so fast now, and they build so quickly. The Void Ray rush is incredible. You pull up, you got the shield batteries you can fall back to, and normally you're afraid of these Marines. Not as much. Oh, hang on, maybe a little bit. Okay, you should have pulled back there. When there's this many Marines, don't just sit over them without... Yeah, you really can't sit over them. You got to do this, right? You can outrange them a little bit here. It takes you forever to kill a Marine because you're not intended to do that necessarily as the Void Ray, but... Yeah, this is opening pretty well, I gotta say. Team Protoss is going for the shenanigans. Not as good against Terran as, say, it is maybe against Zerg. Especially if there's a lot of Marines here, though. Yeah, I mean, it helps that they opened this kind of one-base crazy million Marine strategy here. I think Pho was trying to go for an aggressive play because you don't one-base 4 racks to play defense, but it's worked out pretty well. It turns out he has a great defense against these Void Rays. Although, if you leave the house, the Void Rays come back in and they take down your refinery and then you're sad. But maybe they're coming out just to take this whole thing down. That would make a lot of sense, actually. Alright, so Marine DPS, it can out damage the healing done by a shield battery. Where are the... Come on, Pho, let's go. God, these Void Rays, though. I hate them so much. 11 kills on that. Oh, between them and their shield batteries, though. Oh, just get out of there. I don't know if you can get back in. Oh, that pylon dying would be massive. And your shield batteries are unpowered, and the Void Rays have to get out of here. One of them dies. But yeah, if you have 100 Marines, you can shut this down pretty effectively, it turns out. Meanwhile, Underdepth shades in from Team Protoss, trying to get something done. I don't think it did a whole lot there, to be honest with you. Maybe a couple SCVs have died, and yeah, I mean, a total of 5 SCVs have died in the game so far. It's really not a big deal. Okay, so this little thing gets shut down. The Void Ray is heading on. There is a DT out. I don't know if he wants to try something or not, though. So 3v3 for your MidRank Madness. Just means that, I believe, according to the loading screen, most of these players are Diamond. Some of them are a little bit lower. Maybe a Platinum, but definitely MidRank Madness level. If you want your replay to be cast by me here on the channel, you can send it to Snipermonkey, whose email is in the description. Put MidRank Madness in the title so he knows what it is, and he'll watch it. I guarantee he will watch them, because he watches everyone that comes through as part of the screening process, and he takes that very seriously, and I appreciate it. Snipermonkey's a cool dude. But, yeah, just make sure that you are Gold, Platinum, or Diamond for MidRank Madness. If you're in those ranks, send them in. Alright, so the counterattack team, just so many Marines. Look at this, the Stalkers. Where is your splash damage? Oh, they have stim, but no medevacs. What an interesting idea here. So, depowers the Forge. Does it? DT, warp in, says Shoeblocks. Oh, the DTs are here. Do you have scans available? If you have scans, this game might be over. Oh, no. Terran. There's your scan. It's too late. It was too late with the scan, I think. Oh, yeah. All right, so damage is done, but Terran is removed. Oh, DT is warping into News Base. Almost taking down his orbital command here. Blinking down to the low ground. Shadow Stride is here. Meanwhile, Protozerg has some Banshees. Mass Banshee trying to snipe Hanaru. Oh, the cloak is done too. Okay, this game is crazy. I like it. Okay, bam. Main Nexus gone for Hanaru. Main base for New largely gone. DT is just... Why do we not have scans? Because we didn't upgrade to orbitals. Shut up, Falcon, says Team Terran. Oh, they blink out of the circles here too. Dude, Pimpo is a great player. I am impressed by this for sure. The Banshees from Protozerg are just having a wonderful time. Hanaru's going to lose his other Nexus. He's got one here too, which he cannot defend from these Banshees. Do they have Hyperflight and Cloak? I gotta say, if I was a player in a game and this many Banshees showed up with Hyperflight, Rotors, and Cloak, I would be so mad. There's so much in this game that's rage-inducing. I can't... Alright, so the DTs finally get cleaned out up here in Team Terran's side of the map. They are all at least on one base. Poor New here. New. I don't know how to say that. Sure, it's New. That's how it works. Banshees heading on home. Again, very fast Banshees because of the Hyperflight Rotor upgrade. Hey, DTs are back. If you have a base that has no detection at this stage of the game, that's your own darn fault. The DTs have made themselves known. And the Cloak Banshees. So no matter who you are, if you have a base and you have no detection or static defense at it, you're just going to have a bad time. And it's really, I can't blame anybody but you. That's what drives me crazy, too, in 3v3 games when, like, there's a DT rush from the other team and we barely hold it off. And then they come back 2 minutes later and they kill a bunch of stuff because somebody didn't bother getting detection in their base. Hey, look, like this Nuwa guy. He didn't bother getting into detection. Who needs detection? There's just blink DTs running around all over the place. It's infuriating. Like, it's one thing if their macro's bad, or maybe they make some wrong decisions with their compositions. Fine, that happens. But, like, no detection in a game, again, in a game where detection has been revealed to be very important already. That's what boggles my mind. So, Hanaru's rebuilt his natural. He's rebuilding his main, which is nice. He's trying to defend against Banshees with a Stalker. I mean, if the Banshees came back here, I think this base is still totally dead. I don't, like, what does Team Protoss have against Banshees? A Void Ray. And a Stalker. Okay. Hey, mass Banshees. I think you win the game. Alright, bunch of stalkers warp in like just in the nick of time. Okay, so now we have more stalkers, right? Now we have 7 stalkers for Pimpo. That's great. No, but seriously, the cannons are going to have to be... That's the thing. The cannons exist. So fair enough. There are cannons, which are decent anti-Banshee units, but this is so many Banshees, though, you guys. Alright, Pimpo, his defense is at his, like, ninja third base over that way. DTs are going nose base again. I'm going to assume he had turrets here and they died. Okay, I'm going to make that assumption. Because I don't want to believe he still didn't have any defense. Oh my gosh, look how fast pylons die. Look how fast the Dark Shrine dies. Gosh. Ow. Oh, get that one. Get that one. Got it. Okay, so depowers a lot of this stuff. The Void Ray is a problem for these Banshees for sure. This reminds me of that. There's that level in the Wings of Liberty campaign where there's a wave of fire coming across the map and you're trying to do stuff and you get Banshees and they're incredibly useful. This is what this reminds me of. Like, you don't go mass Banshee a lot, but sometimes you do. Alright, well, yes. A lot of these Banshees are dying, but I've got to say they're paying for themselves here just through sheer number of cannons and stalkers that have died, but also a lot of Banshees have died. Suddenly, we're at 15 Banshees down. I think that's it for them. I think they did what they were supposed to do. Protozerg here has 5 Banshees remaining and a pretty decent bank. He's making more Banshees, though. Okay, so he has personally wiped out the main base of 2 players on the other team. He's got to be like, I'm carrying you guys, especially you, Noah, who look, no turrets. No turret. Oh my gosh, he made a Raven. Okay, thank everything. He made a Raven, you guys. It's cool. Look, turrets for Protozerg. Look, turrets for Noah. Noah. It sounds like I'm saying no with an accent. No. It's almost like how Somicron says no. No. What else? Zealots heading up. This is a bonkers game already. I'm enjoying it immensely. COVID reactor on the way. Wait, Corvid reactor? Nope, that's not what it's. I think it's Corvid reactor. Now that I'm pretty darn sure it is. Anyway, starts the allows the Ravens to have more energy available at max. So, I mean, we have 1 Raven. He just wants his 1 Raven to have a ton of energy. Dude, if Terran loses this thing, it's going to be largely because... Ow. Largely going to be because blue here is not great. I'm just going to say that. Like, this Noah guy. I don't like what he's doing. His APM is 3rd lowest in the whole group. In fairness, Protozerg has lower APM, but he's doing much better. 102 supply. But Team South is where it's at here. They've taken some serious hits. But Hanaro's back on 3 bases. He's at 108 supply. Pimpo's at 115. Shoeblocks is at 147. Like, Shoeblocks finally has a traditional Protoss composition here at 13 minutes, which it's hard to do. In a game that's been so aggressive on both sides since such an early moment in the game, it can be hard to recover. It feels like you're never going to be able to have a regular composition again. But you know what? We're here. It's fine. Dude, shield battery cannot out-heal the damage of this many Banshees. It just cannot. Dude, Probe's getting absolutely massacred. Stalker's blinking from Hanaru, but they don't have any detection. It's gotta be such a horror. Okay, finally. Alright, Stalkers are great against Banshees. Get out of there, Banshees. The Stalkers blinked into them. That is how confident they are. Meanwhile, guess who's got DTs back in Noah's base? Yeah. I would honestly be yelling at this guy so hard. Hey, look, he's like, I got Ravens. It's cool. He has 53 SCVs. How does he have 53 SCVs? I guess he has a bunch down here in the sneaky base. And I'm pretty sure the other team... Yeah. Team Protoss doesn't know about that one. 4th base from Hanaru coming up. 4th base from Shoeblocks rolling quite nicely. He's got his army. Got some splash damage in the form of Archons and High Templar and a million Colossus here. I kind of like this. The Million Colossus, Million Archon composition. It's a little susceptible to EMP, but I don't think it's diamond level in 3v3. It's something you really have to worry about as your opponent's being incredible with EMP. Protozerg's into battle cruisers, by the way. Just in case you didn't see that in production tab. I didn't see it until now. The Vikings are out from Nua. You know what? We have decent answers to the Colossus here. Battle cruisers, good. Vikings, good. These Hanaru's sending a group up the left side. It's just Stalker, 1 Immortal, and like 2 Adepts. Trying to take down a base. 2 Planetaries, a little bit difficult to handle. Though, like, he really doesn't want DTs showing up here. He may be overcompensating, but I will take overcompensating to undercompensating any day of the week. Resonating Glaives on the way here from Pimpo. Do we have detection? No, buddy. Friend. He doesn't believe in turrets. Like, somebody told him that turrets are bad. And he's out. Are we gonna... I don't know if we're gonna get double planetary. I really don't. Okay, so he poked at it a little bit, but realized 2 planetaries is kind of a lot. I don't know. It's difficult. The High Templar look great in this skin, by the way. Where are they? Here they are. Look how cool they are. So cool. No, why would you land, though? Okay, goodbye, the Vikings, I guess. Yeah, that was dumb of him for sure. Shoeblocks, you're not wrong. That was really stupid of him. The Battlecruiser group... Dude, Protozerg is the best player on Team Terran. He just is. I don't know what else to tell you. He's got 12 Battlecruisers now. Scan, maybe? You didn't kill that. You know you didn't kill that. Not scanning. Well, they scanned somewhere, just not where the observer is. It's a bit unlucky. Meanwhile, has, you know, pretty decent army here. Marine Marauder, Tank, Medevac. He's going to take out one of these bases, maybe the other one. Reaction time here is pretty good from Shoeblocks. His units are just kind of slow. So they'll get here when they can. We're still trying to poke. Yes, we're still doing this. Oh, and he jumps back to the planetaries. You have to engage the planetaries and the battle cruisers at the same time. Which, oh, you know what? If there's no repair, that's kind of okay, actually. All right, so a lot of Storm. You know, battle cruisers don't like Storm, but it's not instantly fatal to them at all. So, yeah, all the Stalkers are dead. There's just too many PCs is the problem here. And the Immortals die too. That hurt. That really hurt for Hanaru. So yes, the responding army did save this base by Pimpo. He's up to 2 base. Kind of 1 base. No, not great. And Million Colossus Archon army finally gets something done. They hadn't really done much until this point, actually. So goodbye, bleh. Goodbye, Orbital Command. Thank you for coming. Oh, the okay. Well, I kind of like the Liberators, but Storm's pretty good against them, especially if they're clumped up like they were. Battlecruisers mostly repaired, heading down this left side. They did get spotted by the Observer, though. This Observer being alive is really nice for Team Protoss. Yeah, as far as economy goes, it's just Team Protoss all the way. They have these bases in the corners. They've got this one. There's just nothing to compare here to... It's like 3, maybe 4 total bases here. 3 of them mining for red. Friggin' Nua here is effectively on 1. I don't know. I guess he is kind of taking this one too. Zealot's going after that planetary. Not great. But yeah, economically, it just feels like Team Protoss is doing a lot better here. So we're just going Mass Stalker against these battle cruisers, and it's kind of working. Why would you jump there? What is the purpose of that jump? I don't know. Storm on all of... Goodbye. Goodbye, friend Liberators. You're all dead. Actually, you know what? We're focusing down the planetary, and so the Liberators get to stay alive. Battle cruisers, some of them have died. They've taken some stuff with them, though. 10 kills, 7 kills, 9 kills, 4 kills. Stalkers with upgrades. +1 attack upgrades for yellow. Hanaru sitting at +3 attack. And it's enough to kill, I think, all but 1 of the battle cruisers. So that's pretty good. 17 battle cruisers have died for a Protoss Zerg. Oh no, reinforcements. Okay, now we're toast. Yeah. These Liberators doing some... I mean, all the anti-air was gone, so the Liberators chased the Colossus far, far away from this location. Dude, Noah is just dead, man. He's got nothing going for him right now. His army consists of 7 Liberators and 3 Vikings. In fairness, Protozerg's down to 2 battlecruisers. That's his entire army right now. Protozerg gonna lose an orbital. Bunch of zealots going after this planetary, and no. Not when there's repair involved. It's not happening, guys. So, I talk about this a lot in 3v3s, but working together is humongous in 3v3. We really haven't seen a lot of just all 3 team members working together on some kind of an attack or some kind of a defense. It's usually been 1 player going on their own, 2 players maybe working together in defense of the homeland, but we haven't really seen the battlecruisers attacking while being supported by the Vikings, for example, right? Or we haven't seen the battlecruisers attacking while being supported by all this bio. It'd be so much better if you were working together here. Nice snipe on that orbital. The commands, or planetary rather. +3 attack is done for Hanaro. That helps quite a bit. But yeah, Shoe Blocks is at 190 supply, and nobody on Team Terran is close to that. 104, 103, and 109. Not ideal. Nobody's trying to take the center gold, which is interesting. Usually in 20 minutes, someone will have given that a shot. Pretty good defense there. Out of battle cruisers in defense, but remember those stalkers that killed your brothers earlier? Yeah, they're here. And they have +3 attack. And the storm on the SCVs that are repairing is brutal. Another storm would be great right here. They're still, there you go. All those SCVs are dead. The bio taking storms to the face here too. Liberators trying to set up and help with these stalkers and actually forcing them out. Yeah, forcing them to blink out. That immortal can't blink out, and as a result, he is completely dead. I assume those were zealots up here in the mix, but yeah, that gets rebuffed as well. Protozerg down to 75 total supply. This is why you don't go battle cruisers versus Protoss. They just have too many. Stalkers are really good. They trade well. Ooh, this planetary staying alive is kind of a huge deal. Yeah, really nicely done. That repair was on point with the classic Brood War skin for the command center with the planetary fortress upgrade on it. It's always it's weird, man. Orbital command upgrade looks very strange too. I'm not sure if I like it all that much. So here comes Team Blue tacking on in. Yeah, making stalkers. See how the Marines and Marauders destroy the stalkers? And then the battle cruisers can handle anything else, I kind of feel like. The blanketing storms is incredible right now, but they're running out of storms a little bit. Liberators just setting up zones of denial against everything Protoss, and anything that doesn't get out is instantly killed. So Nexus down. Storm dodging okay. Gosh, so many storms, though. It's just honestly like 15 High Templar here. It is 25 High Templar for Shoe Blocks. He's going to win the match with solely Storm, I feel like. Battle cruisers here to try to defend Protozerg's 5th base attempts. The Archons are finally going after the Liberators. And Team Terran's encroachment down the right side does get shut down. Battle cruiser, 2 of them. I mean, fight with the planetary, though. You have Yamatos? No. I mean, maybe it's 2 stalkers. Help! God, it's too late. Planetary is dead. But you had like 2 free stalkers, and now additional stalkers are here. Now you're dead. But for a minute there, you didn't have to lose that second planetary. I guess, you know what? Foregone conclusion. This base is toast anyway. All right. This might just be the death knell here for Pho. I know he's at 135 supply, but his income is not great, especially after this base dies. And a lot of his SCVs die here as well. He's at 26 total SCVs. Yeah, Team Purple's expanded all along this side. Hanaro's up here all the way along the left side. I mean, it's great that Fu found these bases, but in the long term, he's out of money. He has under 1,000 minerals, and he has no income to speak of right now. And I mean, there's really no reason to push up this ramp, right? This is where production is, but it doesn't matter if there's no income. Killing production is nice, but if they don't have any money, mission accomplished as well, you know? Stacking storms does not... You can't stack storms, okay? If you put one storm on top of a storm that's already going, it doesn't double the damage. It doesn't... I mean, Marines Marauder's doing some work here. What are the upgrades for Fu? Is that 3-3? It's doing alright, but man, not Immortal. Doing some work there, too. Fu did try to expand to this gold base. Gets immediately punished for it, and I think that's your GG. Yeah, Fu's out. He knows he's done. Protozorg still has some income. But considering the fact that Nua has been moderately useless the entire game, I mean, sure, he made some Liberators. That was cool. But, like, he took so much damage from the DTs that he just didn't even really try to stop that. He really hurt the team there. Shoeblocks has some thoughts about blue here. How many times do you get supply blocked? A lot. Shoeblocks is talking some smack, which, I mean, look. I'm going to go with Team Protoss was on average significantly better than Team Terran here, so talking smack in a match where, you know, you're pretty heavily favored, all things considered. Not my favorite thing. I mean, he is sticking around, that's for sure. But he's been eliminated. That's it right there. And, yeah, so Protozorg is still making battle cruisers, which is just not, again, not going to work against Protoss. Do you see? Do you see how the battle cruisers are not enough? Not when there's Archons and Stalkers and Protozorg's out. I think that's it. I think, you know what? New is the only player here. And his stuff is gone. So there we go. Shoeblocks, Pimpo, and Hanaru are your winners here today in 27 minutes and 35 seconds. Protoss wants to stick around and keep murdering stuff. Shoeblocks had a pretty good day. He's maxed out. Hanaru's at 160, but nobody else is even close to him. So, good game from Shoeblocks. Big, big, scary, splash damaging army against Terran, which is kind of how you want to do it. Just okay, I guess you can just sit here and kill stuff while we wrap this up. So, yeah, I mean, at the end there was some teamwork from Shoeblocks and Hanaru and Pimpo, but for the most of the game, it was just everyone doing their own thing a little bit. There was that one early attack, right? Protozorg, no. New and Fu showed up at the same time. Got some stuff done. But in a 3v3, if you don't have everybody on the same page for that early attack, all three of you guys there at the front trying to do stuff, it's not going to go as well as if you have all three. Also, scans, man. That game would have been so much different if somebody on Team Terran recognized there were DTs in the mix that got warped in late, scanned, and killed them instantly instead of letting them take out most of the Marines before the scan came in. I think that would have been super problematic for Team Protoss. But, you know, you're late. You're late on the scan. You're late on the detection. And that costs you. It costs you in the long run because you sacrificed economy to do this. Team Protoss did not sacrifice economy to do what they were doing. And as a result, they were ahead. And they got it done. That was so many storms from Hanaru and from Shoeblocks. Like, right now, there are 13 High Templar for Shoeblocks and 7 for Hanaru. If we look, so let's see. In total, 11 and 13 is 24. Yep, 24 High Templar made by Shoeblocks. And 18 plus 7, 15 made from Hanaru. That is so many High Templar. That is incredible. I like how this is the only thing that's left and they're not killing it. Why are you still here, guys? What are you hoping to accomplish? I don't know. So anyway, teamwork, upgrades, Storm against Terran. Don't make battle cruisers against Protoss. I thought the Banshees were incredible. I really feel like the Banshees were an amazing, amazing way to open the game for Protoss. He got so much damage done. But there was just no follow-up because everybody was dealing with DTs on the other end. Like, the cloaked units kind of ruled the first 10 minutes of this game, and then it turned into death balls. And, yeah, I mean, Foe got a decent death ball. Proto got a decent death ball. Again, if it was Proto and Foe working together, coming down this left side with a bunch of Marine and Marauder and Battlecruiser, I think they crush. Because the Stalkers were being used to defend against the Battlecruisers for the most part. But if the Marine and Marauders are tearing apart those Stalkers, because they do, then suddenly the Battlecruisers are fine, and they're continuing to add their DPS to what's going on here. Who is still in this game? Whatever. Anyway, teamwork in 3v3, guys. Work together. I know it's hard. I know your instincts are to do everything on your own, but that's not really how it works. Well. All right, good stuff. So that right there is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a mid-rank madness. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.